Hey guys, today I'm going to post a little bit more of a serious video. Well, all of them are serious, but you know what I mean. I always have this excitement about this type of stuff, and I really want this video to be what I want it to be. I want this video to be big. I want it to spread around. This video is probably the most important video to me I've made. This video, I'm talking about the story that got me here today. The story that made me, my story made me push through and give everything I have into helping and being who I am today. I want to give everything I can to be the person everyone wants me to be and help people be the person they are meant to be. Now, my main part of my story was probably when my parents divorced. And just letting you know, this is a very sad story at the beginning, but it comes out in the end. My parents divorced when I was very young. I think it was around 8 or 9. So not very young, but I was pretty young. Anyway, I moved to where I am today, 500 miles away from where I was before. And it was really tough. It really was. I had to meet so many new people. I didn't know anyone when I first got here. I didn't have anyone to talk to. I actually almost got in a fight the first day of school. And that was a big problem for me when I first started off. I got in a lot of fights. In 6th grade, I had 6 suspensions. Don't know how I wasn't expelled, but I got super lucky. I started when I was in 6th grade. I was throwing desks around, throwing chairs around. Basically, I went to psycho a couple times. More than a couple. But when I realized I was starting to lose friends for it, I realized I was doing things that were not good at all. I really wasn't doing anything. The fights weren't. I started them most of the time. Most of the time. One of them was, I'm pretty sure only one of them was instigated by someone else. But seriously, I did a lot of bad things when I was younger. I didn't to be honest, I didn't give a care who stood in my way. I just wanted to be strong. I wanted to be tough. And I started losing friends because of it, and that really impacted me a lot. And when I got into 7th grade, I realized that. That's when I realized it. So what happened was I started changing my ways. I went from 6 suspensions in 6th grade to 2 in 7th. It's a major difference. Of course, I still hated that I got suspended, and they're both because of fights, but I was able, most those 2 fights were instigated by me, and I'm really proud about that. Now, I'm not proud about the fact that I got into them. It's proud that it wasn't me who started them. And when I got into the stuff, I just kept losing suspensions. In 8th grade, I had 0. Oh, it could have been because of COVID, but I believe it's because I took care of myself. I was able to reel in my anger. But it wasn't me. It wasn't only me who helped me. I couldn't have done it without everyone who helped me through it. I couldn't have done it without my friends, my very few friends at the time. I couldn't have done it without my counselor, my parents. Everyone just kind of came together and helped me, and I was really surprised about it because who wants to help a kid who just got suspended 6 times? But my parents knew that I needed help because in 5th grade, one of my best friends, killed himself, and to be honest, it was very devastating. But when I got through it, of course, it still hurts me today. I'm actually can't tell if you guys can tell I'm tearing up, but got. That's when I realized after I got through it, that God was with me. That's when I became truly Christian. I always said I was Christian. I never truly had that spark until then. Of course, it was around 6th grade when I realized that, and that's when I got really deep into my faith, but still I had those fights. It's another reason why I stood them down, because I realized this isn't a Christian thing to do. But after I got into those fights, after I got into everything, I got past everything, everything felt like it fell apart again. COVID happened. I was a very social person after in 8th grade. I still am. And you imagine being extrovert in COVID is not easy at all. I know most of you guys are probably introverts, and it's more likely hurting you guys too. And my extroverts out there, you know how much it hurts. It's insane, and I felt like everything was falling apart again. To be honest, and so I started this channel trying to help. I feel like I'm doing good, but I'll say this. The things that I did in 6th grade, they wouldn't have stopped without family. They couldn't have stopped without a village. I got into guitar. That helped. Music really helped me get through all this stuff. I also had exercise that helped most of the time. I just remembered, I forgot to mention that. Wasn't sure if I wanted to share this or not, but I think I will. Back when I was in 5th grade, when everything was really falling apart for me, because this was pre best friend death, I'll say that. I attempted suicide. I did. But as you know, I'm still here, so that's good, I guess. Sometimes, well, a lot of times back in 6th and 7th grade, and sometimes in 8th grade, I wondered what would happen if I finished the job. And I remember what happened to my best friend. I remembered how everyone got broken down. Everyone felt super sad. And that really helps with knowing that I'm not gonna be missed. I mean, I will be missed, but at what cost did I have to learn that? My spiritual faith came from it. A lot of good things for me came from it, but at what cost happened? I know how much it hurts to lose someone. It's happened several times in my life. And I want people to know that no matter what, there's when people look out for you, know it or not. It's really tough when something like that happens. It really is. People can lose faith. Somehow I gained. Some people lose faith completely. Some people say the same. Me, I gained from it, and I don't know why, but I did, and it's a big It's a big game changer for me when that happened. Like, I don't know. I don't know why everything happened the way it did. And sometimes I still think about it. But I know that in the end, I will be safe. I will be cared for, no matter how difficult the circumstances. People always stayed by my side, if I liked it or not, and that's very important to have someone who can do that. I almost gave up God's greatest gift. I'm ashamed about that. But I was able to use my pain, suffering, my wounds that cut down deep into me, and was able to bring not good out of it, but I learned of and how I learned from them. I learned that how people are so important in your life. I learned that no matter what you do, people can care for you. I learned so many things from all this pain and suffering. And I realized back when I look back on it that God always gave me the strength. No matter if I wanted it or not, He gave me everything I needed. And it's very, very scary to think of the stuff that I almost did and how the consequences from it. But I feel like after everything that happened there, I grew from it. And it's so important to learn how to do. Like, if I didn't grow from it, I don't know where I'd be today. I don't know what I'd be doing today. I don't even know if I'd be here today. And it's so scary to think about it. But if you think about it, without all that pain and suffering, I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't be helping people as much as I do. I wouldn't be trying to inspire. I wouldn't have this channel. I wouldn't be helping people and giving everything I got to be who I am and be who I'm meant to be. It's so crazy how so many different things could change so quickly. And I feel like everything that came out of this suffering turned into good for me. Like, it's so crazy how things changed so quickly for me after all the suffering. I'll say this though. Relief could come like that. It could be months or years. It really depends how but you gotta trust in God, and you gotta trust in that He knows what He's doing, because He does. Everyone who suffers always has to. It feels like everyone who suffers has to be alone to get through it and fight by themselves, but you don't. You don't have to fight alone. You don't have to not be there when you don't have to fight alone. You don't have to be alone. Don't push people away because when they're trying to help you, because if you do that, then it could be your biggest mistake. But like I said, you can learn from your mistakes. It's so important to learn from your mistakes. If you don't learn from your mistakes, then you might not be here. And it's so important. And mindset and people being helping you out. Well, it's so crazy important to be helping people. And mindset's so important to get out of this stuff. If I didn't recognize it and change my mindset when I was losing friends, I don't know what I'd be doing right now. I could still be going to fights. I might be changing schools from being expelled. I don't know what would be happening right now. But I changed my mindset and I learned from everything that I needed to be. You learn from. It's so crazily important. My story is so. I'm left some things out because of how. Because how deep it is. And I'm so lucky that I'm able to share this with you guys because people need people. It's human nature. But don't forget that God's going to be there and help you. I don't know how long it will take before I'll be completely out. I don't know if I'll ever be completely out because right now I still have some suffering going on. But you gotta trust in God and God will help you. And just wait. Things will work out. They really will. That's all I have for you guys today. Bye. Thanks for listening and thanks for and please take this stuff to heart. Please be inspired and just try to be who you're meant to be. Because that's the most important thing you can ever do. Bye.